Hello class. Last week we already talked about a topic, weather. That is very interesting and common topic in English. We have four seasons, summer, winter, autumn, and spring. However, in Vietnam, especially in the south of Vietnam, there are only two typical seasons. There are dry season and wet season. We have some questions for asking about the weather. The first one is, what is it like outside? What is it like outside? Okay, please repeat after me. When you hear I speak one sentence or one question, please repeat after me so that you can pronounce correctly and you can practice your pronunciation. Also, the speed you can it can help you to speak faster and faster after practicing again and again. The first one is, what is it like outside? Number two, how is the weather? How is the weather? What is the weather like? What is the weather like? When you speak faster, it is, what's the weather like? What's the weather like? Number four, when you want to ask about the temperature, you can ask, what is the temperature or what's the temperature? Number five, what's the weather forecast? What's the weather forecast? Number six, what's the forecast for tomorrow? What's the forecast for tomorrow? When you want to express a description of the weather, you can use this structure. It is plus an adjective. For example, it is sunny today. It's hot and humid today. It's a nice day today. As you can see in the table below, we have some noun and also some adjective. We have the noun rain, and the adjective of the noun rain is rainy. We have sun and sunny, wind and windy, cloud and cloudy, fog and foggy. And you can use this structure, it is, plus an adjective to express a description of the weather. For example, it is sunny, it is rainy, it is windy, it is cloudy, or it is foggy. You can also use this expression to say about the weather. Use the structure it is plus a verb ing. For example, it's drizzling outside, it's snowing. Take an umbrella, it's raining. You can also use it is in different tenses. For example, you want to talk about the weather yesterday, you will say it was cold yesterday. You don't say it is cold yesterday, but it was cold yesterday. It means that you change the form of the verb into the past tense, or you can change the verb to be into the future simple tense. For example, it will be cloudy tomorrow. When you want to talk about the weather in the future, you will use it will be. When you talk about when you see the sky is very clear and it's cloudy, you can use this adjective to talk about the weather. The first one, we have the adjective bright. Bright, it means full of light. When the sun is shining strongly, we use the adjective bright. For example, it is bright. It is really bright. And you can use the word sunny. The sun is shining and there are no clouds. It is sunny outside, for example. You can use the word clear, it means without clouds. It is very clear. When we have just some clouds in the sky, we use the phrase partially cloudy. Partially cloudy. The example is partially cloudy. But when the sky is covered with cloud, we will use the adjective overcast. It is overcast. And when the sky is covered with the dark clouds, you will use the word gloomy. Gloomy. It is gloomy, for example. We have some types of rain. When you want to talk about the rain, it just rain lightly, just a rain. It's a small rain, and then it rains very lightly with very fine drops. We use the phrase, the word drizzle, drizzle. For example, it is drizzling outside. It is drizzling outside. And when the rain is a little bit stronger, we use the word shower, shower. It means a short period of rain. For example, I say it is showering outside. It is showering outside. And you can use the word rain, rain, the verb rain to talk about the rain with just the normal rain. For example, it's raining outside. It's raining outside. And when you have a really heavy rain, we will use the verb pour. It's pouring outside. It's pouring outside. Don't go out. It's pouring outside. Okay, that's an example. And you can also use the idiom to talk about the rain. It's raining cats and dogs. It's raining cats and dogs. It means um, we are having a very, really extremely heavy rain. We use this idiom to talk about the rain. It's raining cats and dogs. There are some kinds of wind. First one, we have the breeze. Breeze, it means a gentle wind, often nice and refreshing. Windy, continual wind. Continual wind, we use the word windy. When you want to talk about the speed of the wind, you can use um, um, the measurement kilometer per hour. For example, we are going to have a strong wind tomorrow at about 60 kilometers per hour. When we want to talk about the temperature, we can talk about the temperature in general, or we can talk about the exact temperature. If you want to mention the temperature in general, we can use the words warm, hot, cool, and cold. But when you want to talk about the exact temperature, we use the measurement Celsius degree. And we can use the above, above, below, about to talk about the level of the temperature. Example is about 20 degrees Celsius today. Number two, it's very cold outside. It must be below 5 degrees Celsius. It's really warm outside. I think it's about 25 degrees Celsius. And I also asked you to make a conversation, and I gave you 5 steps. Step number one, you greet each other by saying hello, hi, good morning, afternoon, evening, and it's up to you. Step number two, suggest doing something outside. We can suggest doing something like go on a picnic, go fishing, go walking, go hiking, go swimming, whatever. Step number three, ask an answer about the weather. And we have two situations. Situation number one, if the weather is fine, you will give the suggestions of place and time. But if the weather is not good, move the plane to another day. Tomorrow, next Monday, Tuesday, next weekend, next month, next year. It's up to you. Step number four, discuss about what to bring in case of having a bad weather. For example, raincoat, umbrella, tent, hat, gloves, scarf, socks, or jackets. And step number five, you say goodbye to each other. This is an example of the conversation. In this conversation, there's some questions asking about the weather, and there's some responses to help you to answer the questions about the weather. And when you listen, you can copy exactly what the character says so that you can practice your pronunciation. Okay, please practice and do it again and again so that you can level up your pronunciation as well as the speed when you speak English.
Listen the conversation between Alice and Michael.
Good morning, Michael.
Hi, how are you doing?
I am good. How about you?
I am fine.
Hey, Alice,
I am planning to go camping tomorrow morning.
do you want to join me?
Yay, sure. What is the forecast for tomorrow?
I have watched the weather forecast and it's going to be sunny tomorrow.
It will be a nice day for camping.
Nice. Where will we camp?
We are going to camp next to Dong Enea River, just behind the school.
Well, how about the time?
I will come to pick you up at about 7.
Okay, I think we better bring two umbrellas and raincoats in case of having rain.
That's a good idea.
I will prepare them.
Perfect. Goodbye. See you.
Bye.